Alright, hey everybody. We're here on the first episode of my new Let's Play, and if anybody hasn't guessed what game it is yet, it is called Startopia. This is my favorite game of all time. Or if it's not my absolute favorite, it's at least top 3. I can't think of anything that beats it right now, so we'll call it my favorite. It's a bit older game. It doesn't work real great on I think Windows 7 or Vista, whichever version of Windows I'm using, at least on this main menu screen. The actual game works pretty good once I get into the gameplay. So let's go right into the first mission. You can see this menu screen is a little bit laggy and it jars quite a bit. So when we get in here in the first mission, it should work out alright. If anybody knows how to change any settings to get this to work a little bit better, I sure would appreciate it. But okay, there we are. I'm back. I had to change some settings. It's been a little bit since I played this, and I forgot that in this mode you have to set it to use a software video card instead of a hardware. Otherwise it does not run. So, hey, we're working. Awesome.
This glistening before you like a jewel is the Grulian way station. I welcome you to it. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Val.
Hi, Val.
A virtual artificial life form. It is my task and possibly my pleasure to assist you during your time at this way station.
I suppose I should go over a little bit how the game works first. Basically, you are in charge of running a successful space station, and you do that through utilizing a variety of different alien races to do different jobs. And as you start out, usually in one section, there's most of the time there are 3 layers to the space station, but being the first mission, you only get 1. So
the mission assigned
the game here.
Maybe so bold is as follows. Your employers, the Grulian Workers' Party, require you to turn this way station into somewhere the asteroid miners can relax between their arduous shifts. I shall be on hand.
Relaxation station.
And I wish you luck, speed, and freedom from stupidity.
This game follows some of that same British humor that's kind of like in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Enter or exit the way station without a docking portal.
Ooh.
You must build one with the hardplan crate provided. 2 crates containing scuzzer droids have also been provided to aid you in this task. When you've completed it, vessels will be able to connect with the station, and cargoes of goods or people can arrive or leave. It's vital, so you should start its construction immediately. Immediately, I said.
Alright, let's pop these droids open. These little guys here, they are the backbone of your space station. They build everything, they transport resources, they do just about everything. So pop that down right there, and now my guys get to working. So you can also beam things up and set them down wherever you want. You can do that with any building crates or the droids.
I welcome you to it. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Val, a virtual artificial life form. It is my task and possibly my pleasure to assist you. All species need to rest sometimes. It's a universal truth. So I suggest you build a berth containing at least 5 sleeping pods. You'll need to use the hardplan crate provided. There will be no sleep until you've done it.
You only have to build it for 5. I usually max out the size of this thing. That way I can just add more later and not have to build a whole new area. So we get slumber pods. This is where everybody will sleep. Then we need a door, and building's complete. Yay! Now we go zoom over here, pick up my little dudes, set them down next to the building, and away they go.
lavatron is required. These units sanitize, refresh, and clean anyone entering them. Some races are cleaner than others, but at least with a lavatron, you're giving them the option to divest themselves of all the germs, goo, and unhygienic horridness that they may be caked in. Again, you'll need to use the hardplan crate.
Alright, so lavatron is basically a shower toilet combo. So don't go in there after somebody comes out whiffing their nose.
Going well. My fears that you'd be a disaster appear unfounded. Way station's Eaton Setohi imploded a while ago when its supervisor unprimed the flux discharge tunnels, and the static megaburst instantly turned the place back into star stuff. Oh, don't worry. The design of that place was nothing like this. Now to business. You must construct a dynamat using the hardplan crate. This will feed the population, at least until it gets much larger.
Here is the first alien aboard our space station. He is a Salt Hog, a Grulian Salt Hog. He's Gaff. Home planet is Grim, a boring planet in the Gruul system. He doesn't have a criminal record, and he loves poetry. So he doesn't have much for skills, but he's very dedicated and a tiny bit loyal. So, and he's got a couple buddies. So, anyway, let's get that dynamat built. So stick this right here, and voila. This is where the aliens can get some food. So I think pretty much this mission all we get are Salt Hogs. Later on I think we may get another alien race.
Your droids are working hard, as I have to say are you. However, you don't need recharging, and they do. A droid recharger is your construction task. Unless you are denser than an embryonic anti-quasar, you'll know by now that you'll need a hardplan crate to do this.
Yes, I know. Everything comes from hardplan crates. It did. There you go, buddy. Droids are happy. The Salt Hogs have food, and they can go poop, and they can sleep. Looks like there's 5 of them sleeping already. Oh yeah, I suppose I would say what these buildings that were here when I started. This big one is the energy collector. That's what stores all of your resource, your money, up here. They call it E for energy. And this here is a power booster, and what that does is it allows you, all of your buildings need energy to function. So if you get a lot of buildings and you don't have a lot of cash built up, this little green bar will start going down, and if it gets too low, your buildings will lose energy. So you have to manage resources. What the power booster does is basically adds a whole chunk of stuff onto the energy bar without actually increasing your energy reserves. It does take up a small amount of energy. It uses up 25 E every so often, every minute or so, but that's not too bad really. So, alright, let's move on.
You show promise, although you're not like my old supervisor, Setopus Var, who once ran 4 vacuum mines while suffering from bastic flu. Congratulations, your progress is certainly impressive. An impartial supervisor, your lack of ineptitude is a blessing. So it's time to open a new segment.
We win.
This will give you a new area in which to expand. Congratulate yourself, but not for long. There is much to do. You are aware of how the hardplan crates operate, and you'll need this knowledge to construct a wealth of new units. If I wasn't so cynical, I'd be quite excited at the prospect.
Yeah.
The recycling plant is urgent.
Yes, I agree. Whoever was in here last left terrible mess.
By recycling, you'll convert waste, almost any waste, back into energy. 4 Salt Hogs are required to work the recycling plant, but more of that later. Your first task is to build it in a useful position.
So I went the other way. I just like to stick it in a corner, out of the way. Into this whole rest of the thing to build in. And yes, Scuzzer droids, build me that recycler. There we go. Yeah, even this side's starting to turn into a bit of a pigsty.
Good. The recycling plant is built. But as I said, you need 4 salt hogs to operate it. Hire them using the hire menu. Remember that although it pays to get the best, it also costs.
Alright, let's see who we got who is good. Sort by skill. You. Where are you at? Just on the space station. Didn't even get a chance to spend any of your money. You. Where are you? You want a job? You got a job. Number 3. Okay, we'll come back to you. Gross. And I think we need one more. Where you at? Where's you at? Hooray! We have 4 salt hogs. See, they'll make their way over to the recycler and start working.
Supervisor, why not help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and dropping it directly into the recycler? Or is such a menial task below you?
I'm tempted to say it's below me, but I'll be nice. Oh.
You cannot be that.
There's a rat. There's no way to really get rid of rats. They come on board the station if you have a bunch of trash. If you get rid of your trash, then they'll take the lift over here and leave on some alien's ship to go pester some other person. So we'll just beam up a little bit more trash. And who's this guy?
I'm familiar with all the way station supervisors from the Grulian worlds through the 6 floors right out to the Calvian black hole. Must be you. In which case, I am a Ronadar, most respected of the free traders. Delighted to meet you. Anyway, I'm in this sector offloading some late vintage mucus wine.
Delicious.
And as I have a couple of scuzzer droids I don't require, I thought I should give you first refusal. You'd be getting a bargain if you took them.
Alright, so Rona, he's the main merchant in this game. Terrible price. Totally not a deal, but I need more scuzzer droids. So, alright, Arona, I'll take your deal. Alright, our droid workforce is up to 4. That should hopefully help keep the trash mount down, so that I don't have to do this menial task. So...
As supervisor, I must demand your
technology
immediate
crates.
attention. Some technology crates have arrived, and I insist that you open them without further delay. Today reminds me of the Grulian Festival of Grimbus, when a random selection of gifts and low-grade toxins are handed to the youngsters, who either squeal with delight or choke as their ventricles are temporarily paralyzed.
You can see why I like the humor of this game. So these are technology crates, and what we've been using so far are called hardplan. Hardplan crates allow you to build a building such as a dynomat or a berth for free. You don't have to spend any of your energy to build them. Technology crates allow you to build buildings at any time. However, you do have to spend your hard-earned cash building them. So that's the main difference between the two.
You are busy, and therefore it gives me pleasure to interrupt you, Supervisor. 3 tasks await your attention. You must construct another dynomat, a lavatron, and a berth.
Lame.
Your population is increasing, and if you neglect these tasks, you could face a mob of hungry, smelly, tired customers. And I wouldn't wish that on you, frankly.
Personally, I think our facilities were handling things quite adequately. Could have expanded the berth a little bit, but... And done. So now we just wait until my little droids here build all the buildings. Pick up some trash while we're waiting. Rona's back.
Supervisors come and go, but you look like you're doing well here. I remember old Migby Pariah. He looked like a 2D laser copy of himself when that bile worm eventually crawled out. Serves him right, I suppose. Listen, you don't want to buy it? No, I can see you're not into that. And the stuff I have is shockingly strong. Sorry, shouldn't have mentioned it.
The salt hogs you previously hired are good workers and in line with your current expansion. It might be an excellent idea to bring the total
increase
number
our
of
salt hogs.
employees up to 6.
You got 5
Use
skills.
your skill, judgment, and
Oh yeah,
instinct
there you are.
to pick those that
Hire
won't let
you.
down.
Good. And we'll hire you. It's usually better to get better skilled workers, as this recycler, what it does is it takes all that trash that you put on this side and it'll convert it back into energy, so you can make a little bit of money on all of your trash.
It seems that you're either a competent supervisor or you're lucky. Either way, your station is a success, and you will not now suffer the fate of one supervisor many years ago. His name, I recall, was Migby Pariah. What happened to him? Oh, he had a bile worm implanted in his central eye. When it finally crawled out of his toe, it was 9 meters long. The Grulian culture can be cruel, but it's also rather beautiful, don't you agree? By the way, make sure all your visitors have adequate facilities.
Yes, quite. Got it. Stay away from the bile worms. So I think our facilities are handling things quite well. Maybe we could use a few more slumber pods. Seem to be all used up. Oh, that's... You gotta be careful where you're clicking when you're adding stuff like slumber pods, as if you click the same spot twice, it deletes it. So, gives you your money back though, which is alright. Now we just wait. Everything's a success. What's going on? Well, there is one way to kind of milk some money out of the system. If you want, you can turn this down real low when aliens are, when you're not getting any people, and then you can bump it up real fast when somebody's coming out and charge them extra. And you can turn that back down, back to normal prices. I don't like doing that. It's a bit of a cheat, and then they don't have any money to spend on any of your other attractions. Which once you get into the real part of the game, that's where it starts getting cool. You get the hydroflux, space views, everything. It's pretty cool.
Excuse my interruption, but I have new orders from the Grulian Workers' Party Secretary. You are to expand the way station into a communications relay post. I assured the GWP that you're capable of this. I hope this faith in you is not misplaced. Oh, grey travellers have also been granted access to the station.
How delightful.
How delightful.
So, communications post. Get some communications going on. So we should have a grey pop out of here pretty soon. Trash. Trash. Oh, there he is. There's the grey.
The GWP have dispatched a number of TARG communication experts to your station. Whilst members of the TARG make good workers, don't be fooled by their insectile nature. The TARG are a proud race. They would say haughty and aloof. The rest of us say miserable.
Here we are with our first grey.
Your task is to
He's
keep your TARG
terrible.
employees happy.
Random Rack,
Content is an
Carta,
unwelcome but
Dungeon
necessary
Planet.
part of every supervisor's
Doesn't have a
role.
criminal background, and he loves hitchhiking
No.
across the galaxy.
One day you may even make me happy.
So, alright. Hey, and here are our first targs. Pretty good skill, some dedication, not a lot of loyalty though. Ipkep, or Ipkeep, I'm playing of Zeep, Waterworld, and Greca. Clean as a star whistle, and he loves cybernetics.
Two hard
Ooh,
plan
hard
crates
plan.
have been provided. From these you may build 2 comm sensors. After all, if you want to
Don't
expand,
really
you
need
must
2.
communicate with the outside universe. That's an old Boolean cliche, if you must know.
Put one right there, and we'll fit one right here. Don't ask me why I put them there, that's just where I put them. Come on, droids. We don't need everybody going to the other one. We can go over here. And voila. First communication satellite, or radio station, up and running.
I apologize for tearing you from your presumably vital work, but an emergency message is arriving via the comm sensor channels.
Urgent docking, sick passenger, critically ill, oh no. Okay, so here is a 4th kind of alien. He's terribly sick, he gets on for free, the jerk. He is a Zedum monk. They're somewhat important. They can give you a lot of money if you have a biodeck open, but until then he's useless. Zeblin, Zedum, Harsh World, and he loves mind melting. So
you know, we could cure that ailing diplomat.
We don't have a sick bay.
What course of action should we take?
You are clearly a supervisor of great ability. I have something you might like. I never offer this to anyone else.
Sick bay!
Really new sick bay. It's yours if you want it. I never thought I'd sell it as it was a gift from
foremothers.
But I like your face. So it's yours.
You know, I just might be. And you give me a pretty decent price. Build up our sick bay. It's usually best to build sick bays right next to docking ports. Need a diagnosis unit to figure out what's wrong with him. We need some waiting chairs so people can wait. We'll put in a clock. You don't put in clocks, they don't do anything. We'll do it just for fun. Just for funsies. And accept. So, I'll tell you right now, we need to find... Oh, this guy's got pretty good skills. The Greys are the doctors in your space station. They heal everybody. And not even worth it buying anybody else. You really want 3 or better for your doctors, otherwise they'll just kill people. It's awful. And you never gain skills. What they come with is what you get. At least I'm pretty sure. Go to our residence. Oh. Daggy Googly Googlies wants a promotion. We'll give it to him. And everybody else seems okay. Alright. Sick bay is open for business. There goes our sick diplomat. And he goes. And he goes. There's no receptionist, so I don't know how he checks in. But sits down, stands up, waddles his way over to the diagnosis unit. Clickety clickety clickety. Scannity scamity scannity. Red thingamajig. Fly back. Hooray!
News from the sickbay.
Mission complete.
The diplomat who arrived on the Zedum shuttle Surundai has made a full recovery. Apparently he drank some bad mucus wine. You, it seems, ought to be congratulated on your handling of this delicate incident.
Alright, so you get a few medals. Waste of energy, pretty good. Gold medal. Health, gold medal. Cleanliness, ooh, bronze medal. Not so good. Alright, so that's the end of the first episode. First mission. I do have the ability to upload longer than 15 minutes, so I probably will be doing that on these next missions. It'll take longer. So alright, I'll see you guys next time.